I thrifted these picture frames and old sheets and made the cutest decor. First, I removed the backing off of each thrifted frame, and then I cut my thrifted sheet slightly bigger than the frame. If the sheet has wrinkles, make sure to iron it first. I applied Mod Podge with a paintbrush to the front of the frame and placed it back on the fabric. I used my rotary cutter to cut an X in the center and used scissors to make the X go right to the edge of each corner. I applied more Mod Podge onto the frame and pressed the folded fabric over the edge around the back. I added extra Mod Podge where needed to hold the fabric down. I did the same for each inside edge, and then for the outside edges, I folded the corner like wrapping a present and trimmed any excess fabric. I set this one aside and made 2 more. The frame for this next one wasn't as good as the thrifted IKEA one, so I ended up finding it easier to use hot glue to secure the fabric. It held better than the Mod Podge. Otherwise, I followed the same steps as the previous one. For the third frame, I did a combination of Mod Podge and hot glue. I liked that the hot glue hardened right away so you could really pull the fabric tight. I also removed the inside matting and covered that with the same fabric. I brushed the Mod Podge onto the surface of the matting, and then I cut the outside edges flush because they go right up against the frame. I folded the inside edges towards the back and secured it by using hot glue. I filled the picture frames with some really cute things I had at home, and I love how it turned out. What do you think? I hope this inspires you to get creative with thrifted picture frames and thrifted sheets. Grab a gold curtain rod to make this trendy wall decor for a fraction of the cost. I printed some free vintage landscape prints online and placed them into thrifted picture frames. I used pliers to shape wire into S hooks. I recruited the tallest person in my home to hang the curtain rod. I'd recommend using drywall anchors or securing it into studs to make it more secure. Once the towel rod was level, I placed a hook with gold chain on it. I added 2 more hooks with chain at slightly different lengths. I attached my vintage prints at varying heights to the chain using hot glue. Now I have a super trendy chain picture hanger for a lot less. I hope this inspired you to create your hanging picture frame decor with a curtain rod.
Do you have old photo frames or wall art frames stored in your house? Let's give them a little makeover. For your first frame, remove the mat from the frame and then tape off sections of the frame with painter's tape. You can be very symmetrical with the blocks you tape off, or you can be asymmetrical. With a small paintbrush, brush craft paint onto the exposed areas of the frame. Paint those exposed areas on the side of the frame as well. You can give these spaces a couple of coats to get it solid, or leave it with just 1 coat so some of the frame color shows through. Once dry, carefully remove the painter's tape. If needed, go back with your brush and touch up any areas that need fixing. Now put the original mat back into the frame. Using the painted blocks on the frame as your guide, use your small paintbrush to lightly paint a broken line onto the mat that is an extension of the painted blocks on the frame. Now take some artwork, or in my case, a scrap of wallpaper in a coordinating color, and tape it to the back side of the frame with painter's tape. Enjoy the various patterns you've created on this frame. For your second frame, spray paint the frame in a neutral color. I chose to paint this dingy, dated frame a bright white. Draw a pattern on the outer edge of the frame by using a quarter. Lay half the quarter on the edge of the frame and trace around it with a pen or pencil. Do this around the entire perimeter of the frame. Now take your paintbrush and with your craft paint, start to outline the curvy pattern and fill in the space on the frame. Be sure to paint over your pen or pencil tracing lines. For this frame, I found a sheet of peel and stick wallpaper from the dollar store. Since this is a photo frame and didn't have a mat, I simply opened the frame, peeled the wallpaper, and stuck it to the inside of the frame. Instant wall art. For the last frame, take an old gold frame and give it a dusting of spray paint. Pour some craft paint into a plastic cup, add water, and mix thoroughly. With a foam brush, use the watered down paint to paint the mat with a finish that is similar to a watercolor. Variation of color is encouraged. Put the dry mat back into the frame and tape a piece of bold wallpaper to the back of the frame. Flip the frame over and with a paint pen, draw a pattern on the mat that is somehow reflected in the artwork. My wallpaper has lots of straight white lines in it, so I simply extended those lines onto the mat. Now I used wallpaper as my chosen artwork, but you can frame anything you like. Display your new painted frames as part of a gallery wall. I hope this inspired you to paint some simple frames and frame mats to create your own unique gallery wall. Pick up a thrift store frame and remove the backing of the frame. If your frame does not already have one, find a white mat that will fit the frame size and insert it into the back of the frame. Now, hang the frame and mat on a wall. Find a small glass jar or vase. Take 2 command strips, remove 1 cover strip, and attach the sticky side vertically to the side of your jar. Remove the other outer cover slip and stick the jar to the wall. You now have a 3D interactive wall art piece. Hang it in an office or craft room, or hang in a handy place in a bathroom and store makeup brushes in the glass jar. Fill the glass vase with water and fill it with cuttings from other plants. You will love the touch of greenery and watching the roots grow through the glass. Pick up some fall flowers from the grocery store and trim the stems to size. Display the flowers in the glass vase with varying heights, colors, and texture. I hope this inspired you to take a thrift store frame and turn it into a 3D work of art with a glass jar and your imagination.
The next time you're at the dollar store, head to the office supplies and grab 3 of these brown clipboards. To change the color and give the boards an older feel, I'm going to use some creamy colored paint to cover both the boards and the metal clips. For the metal clips, I want to make sure to cover all of the clip, including the underside. The boards do soak up a bit of paint, but it doesn't take much to cover them. It's time to decorate the boards. Before I do, I want to give the metal clips a little bit of age, so I'm going to use some gritty sandpaper to knock off the paint from the edges and the high points. To finish up the boards, I want to add some special little touches to the bottom third of each one. I raided my lace and ribbon box and found lots of little bits of my grandmother's lace and some leftover ribbon. These will be perfect. I want each board to be a little different, so I'm just going to play with these and add layers of ribbon and lace until I like how it looks together. As a final little touch, I also want to add a little piece of the ribbon or the lace to the top hole in the clipboard. I'm just going to slip it through the hole and then tie it in a loose knot. Now I need to add my photos and the clipboards will be ready for hanging. To make hanging my new photo display super easy, I'm going to use command hooks. I just attach the removable strip to the wall and then stick the clip to it. I am thrilled with how pretty these clipboards look with the pictures of my family. Who knew a clipboard could look so good? I hope this has inspired you to grab some clipboards the next time you're at the dollar store and make your own photo display. Have fun! Thanks so much for watching Home Talk. I'll see you next time.